I think last time we talked, I talked about how I started getting a performing job and doing that, working there. And that has taken up so much of my time. Like, dude, between that and music, and I've had literally zero time. And when I do have time, I'm so tired. I just go to sleep. And I go home and I go to sleep. Like, I've been forcing myself to record before work every day because that's literally the only time I'm going to have to do this. And so that's really helped with the schedule of right now. But also because I'm a performer, our schedules aren't consistent. Do you know what I mean? Like, sometimes we go to work for 12. Sometimes we go to work for 3 p.m. Sometimes we go to work for 4 p.m. Sometimes we go to work for 10 a.m., 9 a.m. Like, it just depends on the demand of everything going on right now. So I'm on a very flexible schedule, but it's just been hectic. Spring break literally almost annihilated me. Like, it was such a hard time, dude. And then, of course, people are cutting grass while I'm recording because that's my luck. God, that's so frustrating. Anyways, then in February when I was supposed to record again, because the holidays were so busy, we were working literally 24/7 because people don't like to go home for the holidays, they like to go out. And so when you go somewhere, people have to be there for you to go. Workers have to be at work for you to go out during the holidays. So that's us. And so by the time I got to January, I was exhausted. And then in February, I had to take off 2 weeks because I was going home from Mardi Gras, and then my grandpa passed away. And then 2 weeks ago, my uncle passed away. And it was just so much going on. I felt like I couldn't stop. Like, it was just like a roller coaster. Next thing after next thing after next thing. Work, events, you know what I mean? Like, Jesus, it was just a lot. So I'm happy that I've gotten back to this place where I feel like I can record again, and I feel like I can handle it and not be so drained and not feel, what's the word? Like, not feel so overwhelmed, because that's really how I felt. It was just really overwhelming, dude. It was too much going on. Like, and I mean, I love my job. It's been fun, but it can be a lot sometimes. Like, the actual job itself is not hard. Performing is not hard. Performing 5-6 times a day, back to back for weeks, that's hard. Like, imagine your faves doing a concert, right? And they do a concert for 2 hours. Now imagine them doing that 4 times in one day. Yeah. My voice was gone. I physically could not get the words out. Like, my voice is still a little raspy. It's recovered for the most part, but I think I'm still at like 80%. I can tell when I'm singing. I can tell when I'm talking. Like, my voice is still like really gravelly. And like, it's just been a lot. So I've been trying to temper myself, not overwork myself, and not let my job overwork me too, which has just been a hard balance because, you know, when it comes to jobs, there's a lot of politics and things like that. So, you know, yeah. What else? I'm trying to think. Outside of work and my family and life taking me 1,000 different directions, I feel better now that I'm making videos again and like making music again and like really delving into the things that I've always wanted to do also outside of working, because I feel like it was draining me. So me and my friend just recently we went to a cafe, started working on music, started working on all kinds of stuff, and that has really helped like recenter me a lot and made me feel like myself again, made me feel like I was, what's the word? Just recentering myself, you know? Trying to think. The noise outside is driving me absolutely insane, but I literally don't have another time to record. I work another 5 days in a row after this, so you're not going to get another video from me for like at least a week. I hope I can get another one out soon, but yeah, that's what my plan is for right now, is just try to record before work edit when I get home when I can and upload that way, because I try to like wait for a good time. There's no good time to do anything. You just gotta do it. Like trying to plan a time and like, okay, maybe I'll have more time in February, maybe I'll have more time in March. Like life is just not like that. Like it doesn't give you a break. You just kind of got to make your own break, and this is me doing that. Also, a part of me not really making new videos is there's really not much to make videos about. Music right now in K-pop especially is not great. And that's not me saying that Western music is better. K-pop is mostly Western music anyway, and it's also not that great right now. Now, the girl groups, they've been doing what needs to be done. As usual, though, I feel like girl groups have always made better music. Like, there's always like this idea of like, okay, the boy groups made better music this year, the girl groups made better music this year, but I feel like girl groups have been holding it down since the 2020s. I don't know a single new boy group. Don't ask me nothing about anything after Stray Kids. Girl, I don't know. Oh, well, X-Love and Longshot have been really good, but that's because the music they're making is different. It's different than what's popular right now. It's not different than what we've heard before. You know, we've all heard R&B. We've all heard, you know what I mean? But as far as what's popular in boy group right now, boy group music post 2018 has been like Noise Factory. And that's not a problem because people like it, whatever, but it's just not for me. And so I just haven't been reacting to a lot of boy group music because it's not something that really has stood out to me. I feel like girl groups have done a better job at maintaining some kind of level of creativity that is refreshing, but also like conceptually and constructually very good. Like Kiki, Heart to Heart, Elit, New Jeans, I've like they've really shown you don't have to make the same song every time, but you can keep the integrity of the goddamn music. Hello, like, is it that hard to do? I mean, apparently so, but I feel like boy groups don't know what the fuck they're doing anymore. It's like they don't know what to do. It's like they just regurgitating EXO Monster Nachos mixed with Stray Kids dun 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 in every song with a little bit of NCT noise in there, which once again isn't bad, but it's like it doesn't stand out. It's not different. It's not, you know what I mean? I couldn't tell you one song from a boy group that debuted, like I said, besides Longshot and X-Love. I don't fucking know. After 2018, girl, I don't know. And so me making videos, and I've always been like this from the first video I ever made. I've always said that I am gonna make videos for music that I enjoy. And it's like, well, how do you know you enjoy it if you never watched it? There's certain artists I know I will enjoy their music no matter what. Example, SHINee, Taemin, Jonghyun, Onu, Key, Minho. They all individually make incredible music. And the group as a whole makes incredible music, which is rare. And so it's like, when it comes to certain artists, they're consistent. And so I know I can trust them. Even if I haven't seen the video before, even if I haven't listened to the music before, I know I can trust them to make a good fucking song because they always have. The quality's always been there. The artistry's always been there. And so I can trust them. A lot of people be like, oh, you know, you're just kind of throwing off the other groups. You're not giving them a chance. You're not giving them a chance. Because I've seen enough. I've seen enough. Yeah. I've seen enough, baby. I'm good. No thank you, mamas. Like, oh, no thank you. Pass the plate back. Like, that's how it feels. It's like, I'm good. And it's not me being closed-minded. I just know what to expect because that's what's been the trend, right? Artists, I think I've mentioned this before. People like Beyonce, I could blindly listen to an album from Beyonce and be like, this is probably going to be good. Just objectively. Whether it's my favorite music or not, you know, like my kind of taste or not, I know it's going to be quality, good music. music that they've taken time to put time and effort into. Like, I know it's not going to be AI lyric slop, which I'm actually very afraid for music right now, because some of the lyrics, like, we've had a time, right, in like 2016, 2017, 2018, especially in like Western rap music, where a lot of the rap music was really goofy, really fun, like I Spy with my whatever the fuck. Like, it was silly, but you could tell that it was made by the people that, you know what I mean, were in that music, right? I feel like a lot of the people who try and argue, like, you guys just don't like fun, you guys just don't like, you know, unique music, or you guys don't like creativity, whatever, because the lyrics sound like absolute ass, like, to the point where I genuinely don't know what you're talking about. Like, what are you saying? Because it's one thing for the lyrics to be bad, right? That's like level one. Like, okay, the lyrics are bad, but then it's like, I don't know what you're talking about. Like, I don't know what's happening. What is this song even about? And I'm not pretentious where it's like, I can only listen to music about, you know, literature and love and whatever. I'm not against party music, but like, can the sentence make fucking sense? Like, what do you mean? Can the actual music have grammatical sense? Like, I feel like we're begging for fucking crumbs right now. Like, it's not about hating creative music. It's not about hating difference or uniqueness or camp. Love camp. I love musicals, so I fucking love camp. But like, the music is not making sense, and it's scaring me. I'm like, this has definitely got to be some AI shit. And then I look at the music, and it says it's written by people, and I'm always confused, especially nowadays, like the last couple years. I'm like, are we sure this was made by people? Like, are we positive? It sounds, like I said, it sounds genuinely like AI slop. I don't know. And so I'm saying all this to say that, like, this is part of the reason why I've not been really too interested in music and uploading music and new music, because a lot of new music is just sort of, yeah. Now, what I am excited for is DPR Ian is coming back tonight. And that's another person that I can trust. I just, and this is actually a good thing. And like I said, I think I said this before in like past podcasts that I've done about his music and other artists' music that I really enjoy. Isn't necessarily that it's always my favorite type of music or it's always curated for me. It's that I never know what they're gonna do, but I know it's always gonna be good. I know it's always gonna be like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, and that's so special and so rare, because they've curated their own type of material, like a cloth, you know, like when you weave together a certain material, it's so specific. It's only one of one, and it can't be replicated, not to the detail or degree that it was originally formatted. So yeah, I'm excited to see what the new era is, because I remember him mentioning like a long time ago about getting into heavier music, rock music, metal music. But when I listened to the teaser, I was kind of like, this is sounding a little bit like a mixture of something else and Mida a little bit. Now, naturally, he can't change his voice. I mean, he can change his voice if he uses effects and plugins, but you know what I'm trying to say? Like, his cadence is his cadence. He does have a specific way of writing music that I can tell when it's him. Like when he did Do or Die with Arctic. Yeah, when he did it with Arctic, even though it was Arctic's song and he was just doing the vocals, I knew he fucking wrote that shit, because it's the way he says it. It's not just the words, like, yes, the words, and they were very simple lyrics, but they had a lot of meaning to it anyways. But it wasn't just the words. It was, like I said, the cadence, the way he said it, the way he went on it. Like, I'm like, that's Ian's writing 100%. And so that's what music is missing. I don't give a shit if it's fucking Shakespeare, but it has to be a curated thing from you, that I would be able to listen to something and know that you either wrote it or helped compose it or help arrange it, or this idea was yours. I can tell when an artist visually chooses something, or like in a video, or even in clothes, hair, like the detail in making this piece of art has their stamp on it because of their cloth. And I feel like that feels like it's so much to ask for now. Everything is being curated by computers and people behind, desks in suits with no face. Now, has there always been a type of red, kind of opaque wall between what goes on in the industry and the public? Yes, that's always been a thing. But goddamn, now it just feels a little too much. It feels a little too much. It feels a little too like made specifically in this way for someone else. And so I feel like the artists, when I'm seeing them sing, when I'm seeing them perform, when I'm seeing whatever passion they're trying to put into it, it just feels empty in a way. Like I feel like, and I know this has something to do with money too, right? But I feel like a lot of artists feel like they're constantly selling a separate product that's not the performance, not the music, not the dancing, not the, you know what I'm saying? Not the art, any of the artistic part. It just feels like they're selling something completely different, all the time. It's jarring. I don't know. So this is kind of why I end up listening to a lot of the same K-pop artists who have their own character or characters, or the same artists in general, regardless of what country they're from, because I can feel their authenticity and I can feel and see where they are threaded through whatever they're doing. Team, no team, big company, small company, they are a consistent thread through their cloth, and that's what I need. I don't need a bunch of people who've been told to sing, lyrics from a fucking computer to get on stage and make people sing it. And it's like, you niggas will sing anything. Can we talk about that? Can we talk about y'all singing doo doo da da on the number one song in the country? Like niggas will really sing anything. They don't care what you're saying. They're just like, a doo doo da da da, doo doo da da da. Number one song in the country, and you're like, are we dead ass? Are we serious? Is this real? I don't know. And that goes into a whole nother conversation with bots and bot streams and deciding who should be famous and who shouldn't behind the scenes based on numbers and based on that gets a little, but just speaking artistically, I'm just not interested. I'm not interested in a lot of the new K-pop stuff, man. The pandemic did something nasty. And even today, I'm just ranting about music right now because I can, and it's my channel, and I'm annoying, and I can be annoying. So listen or don't. I was listening to my 2012 playlist, with, groups like VIX and Infinite and BAP, and just listening to the literal quality. Because, of course, a lot of people will argue, of course you love those songs, nostalgia. And I'm like, dude, I'm telling you right now, fuck nostalgia. It's not nostalgia. It's the level of quality in these songs, man, that withstand the time. To this day, the vocal arrangement on that, what song is it? On and On by VIX still blows my mind. Dynamite, the production on Dynamite, each section of the song that builds up, and then that bridge vocal part with Leo into the chorus. Come on, it's actual music. Told you my voice is still fucked up, but it's actual fucking music, bro. It's actual music. Damn, that's what I was thinking listening to it. Damn, this is the quality of music I always want to hear. And so, yeah, I'm always listening to the same old shit because the new shit don't have it for real. I'm like, Majority, obviously, this is not a, 100%. Generally speaking, it just don't go up to par with that. And that partially is because niggas cannot sing like Vicks. Call it what it is. Niggas cannot sing like Vicks. I think that's part of it too. Like Vicks, EXO, BAP, Shiny. People cannot, these boy groups, they're singing, but they're not singing. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, they're not singing down in the studio. They're not annoying as fuck. Do you know what I'm saying? They're not Jonghyun in the car singing at the top of his lungs every day, driving Taemin crazy in the back seat. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, we don't have singers like that anymore. So they can't do vocal arrangements like that. But that's something that I feel like is missing. It's so fucking impressive. I mean, that was a huge reason why EXO's what is that song? Tempo. That's why in 2018, when Tempo came out, or going into 2019, something like that, somewhere around there, when Tempo came out, people were like, oh my God, yes, we know EXO can do that because they're great singers, but we ain't heard music like that in a long time. Do you know what I'm saying? And because, yes, they are one of the older groups, so they have that ability, and they still do that, and they've kept that cloth. They've kept that in their cloth, right? I don't know what the fuck the identities of these other groups are. I don't know what the thread is in their cloth. I don't know what they're trying to do. I don't know what they're saying. Fuck groups. Artists in the world as a whole. Like I said, that includes a lot of Western artists too. Like, the new music, I don't know what the fuck y'all are talking about, bro. That's a generalization. There's obviously some good songs. I mean, Zara Larsson and Pink Panthers' Stateside, maybe the best pop song of the 2020s. The production on that song, and the vocals with the, it scratches a part of my brain. Okay, so I'm not saying this to hate on all new music. There's still good songs, droplets of water in the ocean, though. Droplets of water in the ocean. Majority of it is not impressive, not interesting. Yeah. So I'll make more videos when I find more interesting stuff to watch, like DPRN. And I'm probably gonna try and catch up with Shiny shit, because I feel like Shiny's, like, Taemin has a new song. Minho had a comeback that I didn't catch. I think I caught Key and Onu's last stuff. But yeah, like, people that I can count on, bro. People that I can count on. People that I know they're gonna put on a fucking show and make good music. God damn it, why is that so hard? I'm getting actually really upset. Yeah. We're past the halfway point of the decade. And I don't know what the rest of the decade's gonna look like, but I know who I can count on, and that's all I can say when it comes to music. Yeah, that's just kind of sad, because I love finding new music, or finding music I've never heard before. That's fucking incredible. Like, that's one of my favorite things. That's why I started making videos, because I was finding all this new music that was so good, and then some of the music people wanted me to react to, or some of the music that I was listening to or catching up on as time went on, was not getting better. It was not getting good. It stopped. The quality went down. And so I was like, I don't really want to listen to that. I'm not trying to react to them. No hate to them, but that's not good music. They don't typically make good music from what I can see. But yeah, the show. Sorry, I just thought about DPRN because I know he's coming out with new music today, and I'm like, the show. And then I think about all the songs that have the word "the show" in it. Obviously, Welcome to the Show. I think Avalon has "the show" lyrics in it. And like this thread, right? will this connect the other Mito things? The other Mito projects. I don't know why I couldn't think of the word. Will this connect the other Mito projects to this one? Or will the show take a different meaning based on this new era? Right? Like, will the show take a different meaning based on where we are right now compared to what the show meant back then years ago? That's kind of my question. If that could get answered. Well, it'll be answered tonight, but I'm impatient and I was thinking about it. So I'm like, damn. See, you want artists that give you stuff to think about. Like, I want to know what Beyonce's going to do for the third act. Like, I'm scratching at the back of my brain every day about it. Like, damn, like, what's this? What is she going to do? Like, that's what you want. You don't want to be predictable outside of good music. I can predict that. But outside of that, I don't want to just sit here and think about like, oh, okay, we're going to get another, generic pop song from this person that they're probably going to talk about this and say this and do this. And that'll be that. Boo. That's what disappointed me about a couple of comebacks recently that I saw. Especially a big one. Where I just felt like, this is not up to par. This is not up to par for me. This is trash. Like, and I hate to put such harsh negative connotations on people's art, but like I said, a lot of it doesn't feel like people making it. It feels like a fucking company, a computer, and some AI shit. It's getting weird. Curating some shit for other people to sing. Like, and so, yeah, hopefully I am, my spirits are brought up with new music from my favorite artists and whatever else I find as the months go on. But thank you for listening. I have work once again. I gotta go, but I'll probably upload DPR tonight because I'm impatient. And the last thing I want to happen is everyone else to watch it and I didn't when they did, and they spoil it for me. So I want to be here when it drops so I do not get spoiled. I like being surprised. It's my favorite thing. I love it. But yeah, look forward for that. Look forward to hopefully new music that is better and more videos. Bye.